afternoon, dear listeners. Eco.plastic.project Club is with you. My name is Amina.
My name is Emir.
Today's podcast is dedicated to the Green Society Club in Nu, which is actively fighting pollution at our university. Joining us in the studio is the president of Nu.Green Society Club, Aruzhan, who will tell us about the activities of the club and its achievements. Welcome, Aruzhan.
The first question we want to ask is about history of your club. Who was the founder and when it was founded?
Hello everyone again. I'm Rujan and I'm the current president of nu.green society for this academic year. But the club was founded in 2018 by two female students, Diana and Ajar. So they were very active, and as far as I know, in 2018 the club won Breakthrough of the Year in NU Awards. Then next year in 2019 they were, I believe, Social Contribution of the Year, making some interesting projects, both art-related, raising awareness, having some field trips, and engaging and starting to engage a new community into the problems of environment. That's how it was.
Thank you.
And what are general priorities of the club?
So currently, I would share first creating a community. We are a green society, right, and we want to have this community of NU students who are interested in environmental problems, and that's why we created, for instance, open Telegram chat. Any NU student is welcome to join, and the idea behind it was to have students quicker communicate on issues of recycling, maybe finding, say you have an idea for a project. So in this chat you could find a peer, a colleague who would share your passions and say enter a contest on environmental projects. Just this community of environmental passionate students. Yes, that would be the first. Then second would be incentivizing students to pursue a career in environmental preservation or sustainability. So we have a rubric, Just Adjusts, where we share opportunities for use. For instance, also contests, Olympiads, some grants, and even trips for students who have these projects or research maybe related to environmental protection. And third, also we have workshops. Recently we hosted with a new KFSA workshop on ESG. That is a trend in sustainability in corporate world. So currently businesses are adapting these ESG standards. They're being analyzed on how they are environmentally, socially inclusive and sustainable. So that's an interesting opportunity and prospect for a career.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah, also we have the platform in Instagram, which also switched to the first priority, to create a platform to reduce plastic waste.
Yeah, that's great. Sharing information, yes, that's also what we do.
Like recycling points and others.
Feed events or social media.
Yes. And what are the current projects of your club? Maybe as you said, collaboration with others.
Yes. So we have, I would say that we don't have a really structured work as in maybe some other clubs. So it's not like we have this project, and students working inside these departments specifically on this project. The one I would, so there are several workshops, some guest lectures, also social media work. But the project that I would highlight is Arteca. It's one that we started this year under the Sustainability Living Lab. So in our university we have a contest for environmental projects, which is SLL. So we want some fund for realization of this project, and with nu.green society we are implementing it, right? The project is about fast fashion, and which is becoming a really relevant problem, which is also related to pollution, right? So we started buying a lot, and I think earlier it wasn't a problem for Kazakhs, because we used to wear clothes of our relatives, of our moms, sisters. I myself, right now, this is my mom's. This is also my mom's skirt, and it's okay for us, right? The idea of maybe secondhand is a bit not so familiar for us and kind of scary. But I think that earlier we didn't have such a problem with fast fashion. But this century, with the development of mass market and stuff, we are starting to get this huge problem of pollution with clothes, right? And maybe not environmentally conscious consumption of that. So with this project, we want to share the problem first, so that maybe there will be like some understanding of the consequences. And what will we do, right? What do? We collaborate with Comek. That's an organization that collects clothes, actually. We have like boxes of Comek in our university campus. I think there are several, like 2 at least. They collect that, and then they try to give them like a second chance, so that just don't get dumped into waste, but maybe used in shelters. Ideally, their dream is to recycle that clothes, but that's kind of costly right now. I believe they are working on it, and I really wish them to succeed. So we get clothes from them and make canvas from that clothes in collaboration with other clubs, because we don't really draw well. So we had collaboration with NU Art Revolution, NU Art Studio, who actually draw those on those canvas. Yeah, really beautiful paintings related to environmental problems. And we wish to extend this project to make also carpets from those clothes. So that's actually also a trend, and on YouTube you can see many videos how people reuse their clothes, even t-shirts, to make the carpets really good, nice ones.
So you can also sell this?
Yeah, right.
Donate some.
That would be great. Our dream would be also to participate in CTF Red Crescent charity sales and help these like carpets being sold, because they could be useful for students as well. They can be of different sizes. You could use them on your chairs in the dorm. I don't know, if you live in the dorm, you probably know.
Amazing for the workshop. So I will be.
You want to have?
I will be interested in this.
We will be waiting for you when we nest.
And I want to ask about obstacles. What obstacles have you encountered in your journey as an environmental club, and how were they overcome?
Thank you for your question. So, I think it's not only for the club, but for the society overall, that we have many questions about environmental protection. Is it really working? Recycle. Take the simplest example, recycling. So we have questions. As a club, and I think the companies also receive it. Why would I recycle? It doesn't go anywhere. Like I'm just wasting my time trying to sort it properly. But like ultimately, it gets collected like at one place and not directed for some useful purpose. Which isn't, well, to some part it can be true. Like we do know. I'm not talking about the university, but overall generally. So I believe there are places where it's like just established so that we have these recycling bins. But at our university, the administration is trying hard to have this waste recycled. So if you, but we should, as students like meet them here and recycle. First we recycle, then they can use it properly for useful purposes. And as a club, so first, not challenge, but yes, like questions that we get is, why are you doing this? It's what is this? What are the results? What's the purpose? Do you really have something to show? And where is it going? Right? Where is it going? And I would say to where is it going? First, it's going to our future, right? We should invest our time and energy right now to have like a better environmental situation in the future, because that's the country we have to live in, or the world if you take it more globally.
Yeah, we as a team also face this problem because even our friends said it's useless to recycle bottles, to trash it into a special box. So as you said, it will not be going to the right place. So we as a team trying to set a personal example for them and saying that, yeah, you have to do this. Yeah, this is our future, it's our earth, is our planet.
Yes. That's really great. I saw your video, and here I also understand the question behind, right? Where is it going? Because you are individual, so from if you recycle one bottle, it will not change anything. It's not going to change anything. And there is like some kind of truth in that, because indeed, like individually, as much as I would want to believe in individual environmentalism, it doesn't really have a global change. But as students now, like we can start with that. We can start with recycling, and then when we have more expertise, we can advocate for that on some institutional levels, like on governmental levels, and I don't know, like, participate in legal projects development or
It's
some
like
regulations.
step by step going to the clear future.
That's what we can do now. Yes,
Yeah.
it's not useless.
So I couldn't disagree. From this question, I will want to ask about how do you assess the impact of your club on the new community, and also not only a new community, maybe on the whole Asana residents.
Thank you for your question, and I would really want to help that we have an impact. But currently, our club work isn't like that global, even university campus-wise. We do try to host some events, do something on social media and promotion. But currently, we're more at the stage of structuring the club work inside and having this stack of like the basis, a foundation of committed, passionate people who would first like spread it and scale up our projects. First campus-wise, and then then maybe country-wise. Now I'm trying to.
Okay. And how would you like your club to be remembered in the history of Nazarbayev University?
As a community, as a friendly community of environmental passionate students, so really, I believe we're not toxic. We don't have that in our society. We're friendly, and it's not like we are bullying people for not recycling. That's not green society. So it could be some maybe in the form of joke. With my friends, for instance, we do have some jokes that I will bully you for don't use a disposable coffee cup with me when you're with me and stuff. But that's in terms of jokes that would like seed some knowledge or seed some have some basis for thought, but not a real bullying. Also, regarding the collaborations with the club, recently I would want to share that we have the contest Just Alliance. So in collaboration with he's an entrepreneur, Ludwig, so we hosted an analysis competition for school students. The topics of that contest were about environment. So air pollution, there was like nuclear weapons, nuclear atomic energy, development. So we would want our club to be, to develop inside of the campus and community, but then also to engage school students, for instance, because they are future students. And they really help.
Want to extend your
maybe scale up to some extent. Yes.
We also discussed impact and your projects in NU, but how do you assess the current situation with plastic pollution in Kazakhstan overall?
Plastic pollution in Kazakhstan. I think it's not good. So when we go out, for instance, there is so much plastic, and yes, it is. We have some institutional maybe like introductions. So in Astana we have those recycling bins, but the yellow ones at least near the households. But first, not many people recycle. First, not many people use plastic in their everyday life. Be it plastic bags, be it like containers, bottles of water even, not juices. So second, there are little like ways of reusing that plastic, so it ends up being like thrown away. And third, it ends up being not recycled, but thrown away with some So yeah, I think that it's really
It's
hard
not
to.
good.
There isn't much to evaluate.
And and what additional steps do you think should be taken to solve the problem of plastic pollution in Kazakhstan?
That's a very good question. Thank you. And I would want to have an expertise to answer it like, with quality. But as a student who wants to pursue maybe further career in environmental politics, so I would see a change in institutional agenda setting and institutional setting. So in the development of harsher regulations, because as I see it, it's the only way of incentivizing businesses and other interest groups to really start cutting on, well, say plastic use. Because as we started discussing before, yes, individual change matters, no, to some extent, okay. But businesses hold more. So if, for instance, we don't have so much plastic being given away just for free, there would be less usage of it. I want to believe. Or if there would be alternatives, like available alternatives. Please, okay, if you come to coffee cups, there are worldwide projects. When you go to the coffee shop in Germany, so we had a talk with German students and they shared this experience. You go to the coffee shop and you can take like coffee cup like this one. So you take coffee in it and you have some deposit. You leave some deposit, then you take your coffee, like you go out, and then when you return to the coffee shop, you return this coffee cup and you get your deposit back. Or there can be some bonus systems. So that incentivizes, I think there is a bonus system to incentivize individuals to use like less disposable coffee cups and have like more alternatives, more sustainable alternatives, I believe. But that's about business, incentivizing individuals to do that.
I think it would be a good idea for daily cup.
Yeah, that's really wise methods.
And there are many other projects as well, yes.
Yeah, we can apply this on daily cup.
Yep.
So many students.
For now, Daily Cup has a discount, and several coffee shops on campus have discounts for using for purchasing coffee in your cup. My cup is that's not the same, but yeah, there's a project with that.
Interesting. And what are your hopes and expectations for the future of the situation with plastic pollution in Kazakhstan? Maybe people will wise use this plastic.
Well, also like summarizing what you said, first I would want us to be more cautious about it, to start like doing our best, right? So me myself, I still don't know how to recycle properly, and I often like I buy a new thing and I look up the triangle that's on the bottom and I Google, because or I use our now recycle guide because it's coming out soon. Just gonna advertise it here. And it's okay. I think we're not the experts, but we try our best to recycle, to have some little time spent on doing that and learning. And then I would want some of us really passionate about it to go to the institutions and demand, or to several businesses, and demand that we become more environmentally sustainable and less pollutant.
Thank you. And what advice or recommendations can you give to listeners who also want to contribute to reduce the plastic waste in everyday life?
So, from the practices, individual ones. Okay, using less plastic. The easiest thing to do is to buy a bottle. Please do that. Like on campus, we have maybe not that much, but aqua points. So you don't need to buy a plastic bottle of water every time, and it's gonna be. I think it's even more aesthetic. It's you feel better when you have your bottle. Then also maybe investing in a coffee cup if you drink coffee a lot. You can get a discount. So for some time. After some time, it can like be even beneficial financially for you. And then maybe start sorting waste in the room. So with my roommate, we have like a separate bag, a separate bag, separate bag for plastic, for metal. So we try.
At least you tried. At least you tried.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very exciting episode. We thank you, Arjan, for your time and valuable knowledge that you shared with us today. And we hope that your Green Society Club will continue your mission to fight with plastic waste. And
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. May I add about so you will be editing, right? So may I add to the last question?
Yeah.
Okay, and lastly, so I will not be vegetarian if I don't share it. Please eat less meat. It's better not only for environment but also for health. Okay, maybe it will not have such big impact. Meat industry, it has carbon footprint is very much more compared to other industries. Not the largest, of course, but it has a fair share. So by eating less meat, I don't know, having at least meatless Mondays, because we meat daily, would be somewhat useful collectively, in reducing that footprint. I want to believe, and it's also beneficial for the health because cancer and stuff.
Thank you for the interview.
Thank you for inviting me. And good luck with your project as well. So I've been the page, and that's really great. You're doing in such short amount already the project, raising awareness, and showing by your example how to actually go to Mega and get money for that. Bonuses, but we can also do that on campus. It's easier.
the bonuses are little, so little, but mostly we're doing it for medicine class.
Yeah.
Okay, see you soon, guys.
Всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь на наши соцсети.
Ставьте лайки и оставляйте комментарии.